Blunttonous presents Cannabis Culture News. This is The Smoke Break.
And now for your host, Smokey P.
Yo, welcome to the Smoke Break. And no, this is not your typical Smoke Break. Yo, here we are, our second episode of the Smoke Break. I'm glad you guys could be with us. We have a dope ass show lined up for you guys today. We have the one and only Johnny Dabs for our Blunttonous guest of the week. Get ready to get high with your boy Smokey P. If you guys got something rolled up or put in your bowl at home, this is the time to light up and get ready for the spark up.
Spark up.
With the first big story in cannabis this week, we come to you straight out of Honolulu, Hawaii, where medical patients were met with a mysterious letter saying they had to forfeit their guns or face consequences. The reason why, with cannabis still being a class 1 narcotic, it's illegal to legally own a gun at the same time. So the federal government has always been cracking down on this, but now the states are actually pushing forward and enforcing the law. It's a big story because a lot of people feel that they still have their Second Amendment rights that forfeit whatever the government or the state is enforcing on them. So a lot of people are in uproar right now, and we're trying to figure out if this is going to spread across the country. So keep your eyes peeled on this, man, and hopefully you don't fall into this category. So I should just do that clip right now. You laughing? If you're wondering why I have a jacket on now, our studio's cold as shit. Recently, a university down south known by the name of Trevecca Nazarene University was accused of singling out black students for drug tests. The student goes by Tara French. Her and another black suite mate were singled out for what was said to be a drug search because there had been a smell of marijuana in the dorm rooms, and the RA requested a search. And for some reason, they only singled out the 2 black girls on the floor, and they didn't check their other 2 white suite mates. And it's kind of causing uproar at the school. People are a little bit divided on why they searched them, and to make matters worse, they came up with no evidence of anything, and they were required to take a drug test, which they passed. So what's the question? What is the reason for checking them? And only time will tell, but the university says that no discrimination was found in the evidence. So, we'll let things be, but right now the students are divided and they have some issues going on at the campus. I hope they can figure those out. Could the government be coming for your weed? The law protecting legal weed states from the DEA is about to expire. That was known as the Holder Doctrine, named after our most recent Attorney General, Eric Holder. He was the one who helped the states legalize cannabis, and that is about to expire, I believe, this year. So we could be expecting tighter laws and restrictions from the new administration, who doesn't seem to be so cannabis friendly. So watch out for that, man.
Mail time! Why do you go by Smokey P?
That's funny you guys said. So first we'll start with P. Last name's Patterson. A lot of people call me P, whatever. Funny part, my girl's mom, we were smoking one time. We smoked a couple of them, and she went inside. I was still smoking. Like 15 minutes later, she comes out. I'm still smoking. She like, damn, Smokey? And I just laughed. I was like, you don't even know. And then I just was high one day. I put them together, Smokey P. That's who you see today, right in front of you in the flesh, baby.
So, what is your brand, and how do you say it correctly?
Okay, let's first start with its bluntness. Almost like blunt on us. And definition for bluntness is someone with a passion for cannabis that involves it in their daily lifestyle. So it doesn't matter if you're a CEO, a hooper, someone who works a 9 to 5 every day. Cannabis can be enjoyed and be appreciated by not just what they call stoners or potheads. You know, this is something bigger than that. This is a new generation. So that's what bluntness is.
If you could smoke with one person ever, who would it be?
That's a good one. I'm not gonna go with the usual that everybody else say. I'm gonna go with my childhood favorite, Smokey from Friday, Chris Tucker, man. You already know, man. Smokey! But have my bud or my buddy Smokey. So yeah, that's what I'm trying to, that's who I would smoke with, man, if I had the choice. Hey, Chris Tucker, if you watching this, you got an open invite to come join me here on the smoke break. We can get down on a couple joints, backwoods. Oh wait, I don't smoke backwoods, but you know, anything else we can get down on.
Man, fuck that, man. You the one came over here and wanted me to do an interview. Don't tell me how to talk.
Yo, it's your boy Smokey P, man. We're about to do an undercover dispensary review over here at Reef Dispensaries on Cheyenne and MLK. Let's go in here and see if the hype is real. Bag secured. I recently enjoyed my visit to Reef Dispensaries, where I was met with positive vibes and tasty terps. Usually when we do these ratings, we use 6 different criteria that make up our overall score. First, overall selection. 2, quality. 3, convenience. 4, customer service. 5, atmosphere. 6, price. Overall selection. When I checked the online menu, it showed more items available than what they actually had in stock. I was a little bummed out, but I was still able to score some good bud. They also had limited edibles for non-medicated patients, also the reason why we had to give them a 7 for overall selection. Quality. I was impressed with the overall quality that they had at Reef Dispensaries. Even though the menu was a little depleted, I still was able to walk away with a nice gram of a strain called Lemonade. Man, terps were on point. Quality, we ended up giving them an 8. Convenience. They have a simple drive-through window that you can go to as soon as you walk into the establishment. It's there to your left-hand side. If you know what you want, you can come up to the window, order quick and easy. It's a breeze. And that's why for convenience, we ended up giving them a full 10. Customer service. Their customer service was fast and attentive, but they seemed to lack the knowledge of an experienced bud tender. I asked a few questions that I thought they would know, but they seemed to lack the knowledge. And that's why for customer service, we ended up giving them an 8.5. The atmosphere had me comfortable, wanting to experience more of what Reef Dispensaries had to offer. I was listening to the music, and I just wanted to hang around and ask more questions and smell more bud. I was really having a good time. Sucks I had to leave. For atmosphere, I ended up giving them an 8. Price. They had a few overpriced items that I was still willing to try based on the name alone, but then again, that's what the market is dictating right now. That's why for price, we gave them a 7.5. Overall, we gave Reef Dispensaries a score of 8.2.
fashion.
Today in high fashion, we're talking about Cones Collective. Yes, they just recently had a pop-up shop out of Colorado, and there was a dope event, man. They just had their Holiday Capsule 17 release. Shit was dope. Go check them out. They got a lot of dope-ass gear that probably any stoner would want to wear, so go check them out. Once again, the name is Cones Collective out of Colorado. Go check those boys out. They got a lot of things brewing. Next in high fashion, we're going up north to Canada, where we're touching base with our man, Soul Master Glass. Man, you can check him out on his Instagram or his website right here below. He's got these dope ass Bud Nana hats that he's released right here recently. You can check him out. He's got more headier versions if you're into the glass like I am, but check him out. He's got some dope shit coming, and he's already got some shit that you gotta have around your neck, man. I'm telling you, he's one of the best out of Canada. You gotta check him out, man.
Pop peas.
Lighter jacker. Noun. An individual who pockets your disposable butane lighter almost every time they use it, often without thinking or realizing what they have done.
Sacha! Sacha, you got a lighter?
Yeah, totally, bro.
Appreciate it, bro.
Bro, forgetting something? Huh? My lighter?
Man, my bad. Here you go, bro. I be forgetting.
That's the
sometimes.
third time this week, Ryan.
It happens, bro. Shit.
Pop peas.
With the first thing to talk about on Be on the Lookout today, we have the Weekend Box. The Weekend Box is a collection of different marijuana products combined in one big fantastic box that you can use for at least the weekend to get you through. Man, it has edibles, it has tinctures, it has anything you need all in one great package, man. You can go get them at many of your dispensaries in Nevada and in California. Dope ass shit, man. I'm liking what you're doing. With our next product we're presenting on Be on the Lookout, I'm very excited about, but it seems a little self-serving. It's my papers that I'm presenting to you guys now for the first time. Blunttonous presents Wave Rolling Papers. Yes, 100% unbleached hemp. It's got the patented crisscross design on it for the even burn, just like raw, but our own design. And we got cones coming very soon. Talk to your local smoke retailer and tell them to request Wave Rolling Papers. Yeah. Now it's my great honor to present to you guys the world premiere of our first commercial for Wave Rolling Papers.
Wave rolling papers. Don't ride the wave. Start your own.
Powered by Blunttonous, LLC.
Earlier in the week, I had my man Johnny Dabbs come down to the studio. We had a very candid conversation about cannabis. We touched on a lot of different subjects, and you're about to check that out now.
I'm not trying to play them. Yeah.
Yo, it's your boy Smokey P, man, and we're here with our special guest of the week, Johnny Dabbs.
What's going on, man?
How you doing?
Hello, everyone.
Man, I'm glad to have you on with us today, man. This guy is big in the Vegas culture right now. He's big in cannabis culture, period. He's got a lot of big things planned. Tell the people some of the different businesses you're associated with and a little bit of your history in cannabis.
Okay, well, originally, I started out in cannabis. Behind the scenes, about just learning how to grow it first. Well, how most people start out, helping patients get to their medicine. Then I wanted to make sure patients had quality medicine, so I thought I should produce that to ensure that.
Right.
Then legally in the industry, I started working at BAM, which is Body and Mind Medical Marijuana. I started them out, opened them up. Then I went from there to GSMLV through the Grower Circle.
Grower Circle.
And then from there I've expanded to doing my own company, which is Hemp Trails.
Okay. Now what is Hemp Trails?
Hemp Trails is the clothing line. It's more of a culture line, you could say, because
like Blunttonous, huh?
we focus on getting the clothes. You'll notice there are chemtrails out here in the world, but we want to try and take that and turn it into a positive kind of spin on it.
Yeah.
And put out good vibes into the world. We do that by smoking a lot of healthy trees.
Good trees,
and
clean meds.
Clean meds is very important. Clean meds.
Yeah, some of you guys be smoking that bad bud, and it's not. You think it's doing good, but it's fucking you up, man. So definitely clean meds for 2018, man. So now, are you currently still associated with the Grower Circle? Are you working with them right now?
At the moment, not working at GSM because I'm going full time to college. Right now I'm at CSN. I'll be going to UNLV in the spring.
Okay.
I'm working on my political science degree. So
right on.
Kind of
stoners aren't productive.
Had to make sure my GPA was a certain level because I want to go to law school after that. So I figured, I've always stopped school and hustled, and this time I'm gonna stop my hustle in a way. Well, alter my hustle to work around my school. School's my first priority.
Always, man, education, man. You gotta be educated, man, to move forward in this world, whether it be through school or own self-knowledge, man. Always remember that. A lot of people want to know, what are the different things you've been advocating for in cannabis, and why have you garnished the name Johnny Dabbs, and how did you grow to be this guy in cannabis on the Las Vegas scene?
For me, when I got into cannabis, I had health issues, and I was like, I do not want to be taking pills. Like, people have to understand, I really don't think they do, about your liver, your kidneys, the way these pills over time build up into your system, your filtration system of your body, and it breaks it down. It has long-term effects, and so I didn't want that. And cannabis it's the natural remedy, it's the natural medicine. It really does work for so many ailments, and I was like, let me learn how to develop, because not all cannabis is gonna be healthy in a certain way. It's just some you got quality and you don't. So I wanted to develop the quality and bring out the best potential that I could in it, and that's how I ended up getting involved.
Right. So where did you garnish the name Johnny Dabbs?
In 2014, when I got into this, dabbing was really starting to come back. Like, I guess dabbing's always been out, but it was really making a big thing on the scene. So.
Yeah, I remember.
My boy was like, dab, and so my first name being Jonathan, and I would just out dab everybody. It was like, Johnny Dabbs, and I was like, okay. And so then that's how that name ended up sticking with me, and then me going from just moving the work to producing the work, doing it all, was like, it's like a cowboy. I'm on the go. It's the Wild West. So then it came out with Johnny Dabs, and then my growth squad, the Cannabis Cowboys.
Hey.
So
how many people are in the Cannabis Cowboys? You can give them a shout
it's
out.
about 5 of them. Want to give a shout out to Big A, to my boy Sean, NRS 453A. Want to give a shout out to Wax On, Wax Off. Man, who else? My bad for all the fellas out there. I'm not thinking right now. Haven't get my wake and bake on yet.
Yeah, we getting there, man. I got some.
Started out on Papers. I love Papers to death. Shout out to the company I'm with, Hemp Trails.
Yes, sir.
I love Papers to death. But the reason I do blunts, because I found myself out in outside situations a lot smoking with people, and the wind
kills it.
So, and I get irritated if I can't smoke my weed correctly. That's a little pet peeve of mine.
Yeah.
You invite me to your house, and that's another reason I can't. If you invite me anywhere, we got to smoke inside. I'm just letting you know. No cars, no. So let's be on our adulting and have our own place, or have a place where we can live our life appropriately.
Yeah, 2018, man. No more smoking outside because they're trying to ticket us. And that's another big thing I wanted to talk to you about, as far as like the landscape in Vegas, because you're born and raised out here as well as I am. So you've kind of seen the landscape change over time. What I want to understand is, we're trying to bank off the tourist market in the cannabis world, but yet we don't have anywhere safe or legal for our tourists to smoke cannabis. So when people come to Vegas, where do they go to smoke, and why haven't we figured out this problem yet?
Let me break it down. You guys, when you come to Vegas, yeah, you can buy the weed. You can even have the weed shipped somewhere, but it can't be to a casino. The reason, because of the federal laws with gaming and alcohol. So if you come out here and you want to order some weed, you better go to In-N-Out Burger, McDonald's, and have them pull up and get your.
So another big topic I wanted to talk to you about in cannabis that everyone's been having a lot to say about is parents that use cannabis. I know you're a father. How many kids do you have?
I have 3.
Okay, and I have a new daughter. She's 1.5.
Okay. Welcome to parenthood.
Yeah, new father to cannabis. It's new acclimating her into my life, even though I use cannabis on a daily basis. So it's been a challenge to, make sure I still medicate and still take care of her in the appropriate way and make sure she's not involved in it. So what can you say about cannabis? Because your kids are a little bit older, so you've gone through the process, so maybe you could tell me a little bit about, how it was for you and what advantages cannabis has for a parent who may not, give some advice for the parents who are like, I don't know if I should do it. You know what I mean?
Okay. I got into cannabis about 10 years ago as far as using. My youngest was just being born, and my daughter was 6, my son was 7. So I never really used it around them at that age. I just wasn't really using like I am now.
Okay.
But now that they're teenagers, my son's almost grown, he's 17.
Right.
Adult. Yeah, they understand. Like, I can smoke in front of them. They know, this. I talk to them about the plant, why I use it, the benefits of it. Not to believe the hysteria.
Now, question. I'm pretty sure your parents didn't use drugs or use cannabis around you. Do you feel like, because of the day and age we're in, it's more comfortable for you to talk to your kids about your usage?
I feel we should not hide anything from our kids. Not saying you go out and openly do something in front of your kids, but
right, because parents drink in front of their kids.
It's crazy. It's just.
Oh, we're back. I'm gonna open with that. Not saying I'm using it, but
it's open.
And we're back.
Yeah.
And we're back again. So, with us both being melanated brothers in the cannabis industry per se, let's talk about that field. How is it?
Interesting, because I remember the first time I went to a cannabis event, it was only 2 black people there, and I was like, interesting, just looking. Everybody was hippie, and I feel that. I feel the peace and love.
Yeah.
So then, when I worked my first job at BAM, I was the only black person there, and I was like, okay. Now I had GSM, they hire a lot of minorities. I was very happy. It was like three black guys there out of like a 7-man crew. So,
okay. So there was.
But usually you won't see too many black people. I don't know if it's a stigmatism with maybe they don't know how to grow, or I don't know what it is. That is associated with being black in cannabis, but there's not too many. The only black person I really kind of known heavily was Crown OG, and then the reggae artist. He I can't think of his name right now, but he grows Ashton. He grows all Marlon Ashton. He grows also.
Okay.
But that's about it. I'm like, I know there are so many more people. I want to give a shout out to a local grower here in Vegas, Fly Cam. That boy grows some fire, and he always says, yeah, he definitely, and he's a black grower, but he's not in the professional side, you could say. But, and I guess it's just hard. Maybe black growers don't decide to enter competitions, because one thing about this, you have to market yourself in competition. Cups are a part of it. Maybe they just don't feel the need to or don't want to pay. I don't know why, but for me, I think it's very important to let people know, there is black people or melanated people here in the cannabis industry doing just as good as their counterparts.
Right. And as you can see, we have no more weed, so our conversation has come to a conclusion. I've had a great conversation with my man Johnny Dabbs. Check us out. Hit the link below.
I have a dream.
I am the greatest.
Yes, we can.
Randell, Washington. If you didn't know, Randell is one of the most prominent cultivators and brokers in the medical marijuana industry. Randell grew up in inner city Stockton, California, and then later went on to play college football at the City College of San Francisco. After his days of football were over, he had a growing interest in the cultivation of cannabis and saw the benefits medically and financially. After a couple of failed attempts, he started to see things really take off. As of right now, he is currently with High Class Health based out of Northern California. Everyone here at the Smoke Break would like to congratulate Randell on his current success and positive impact on the cannabis community. We hope to have Randell here on a future episode so we can talk more about the Blunttonous lifestyle.
It's hard work. Don't think you're gonna sit back and grow weed, or you're gonna work your ass off and grow. Ain't no sitting back around here.
I have a dream.
I am the greatest.
Yes, we can.
Oh shit! My favorite part of the show, man. Highest motherfucker of the week.
And now, your highest motherfucker of the week! Your highest motherfucker of the week!
That concludes another episode of the Smoke Break. Once again, I want to thank you guys for joining me and smoking with your boy Smokey P. It's been a wonderful time. If you can, please like and subscribe to the video. Tell a friend to come in, and let's get high again. Hey, check us out next week when we bring on another Blunttonous guest of the week. Be ready.